guys, and welcome to Here We Go. My name is Marvin Bekoni and I will be your host now, and as we move forward to create more and exciting episodes. My task is one, to do the homework for you about cars that you may be dreaming of having or envision of having, and give you that experience even before you have it. And today we have something more exciting. Today we are looking at the Mercedes-Benz C180 2014 model, and it's exciting. That's a whole lot of information for you to digest. But before we start, can you get to know where the Mercedes history came from? A long time ago, you hear stories about First World War. That's where the Mercedes story began. There was a gentleman pale Germany, his name was Ellen. So Ellen had a daughter, and the daughter alikuwa anaitwa Mercedes. But Ellen himself alikuwa anapenda story ya magari na racing. He was as passionate as you and me. So this is what transpired. Huyu jamaa alikaa akaenda Daimler Motors, akawambia mimi nataka gari ya kukuwa na race nayo. By that time the race was called Nice Race. So he got his first Daimler car from Daimler Motors. By that time haikuwa inaitwa Mercedes. After kuchukua hiyo gari, what this gentleman did, alienda kuperform nayo Nice Race. Hiyo ilikuwa race kali sana, like what we call today WRC. And after using that car, jina yake ikaanza kuvuma sana. Huyu jamaa anaitwa Ellen akaacha kurace peke yake, akaanza kuuza magari. And by that time, huyo msee aliuza 30 cars. 30 cars si gari mingi this time, but in that civilization that was a big achievement. After that, huyo msee akaona amemake sale sana, akaambia wase wa Daimler, sasa mimi, if I cannot get a car that is faster than my horse and chariot, I'd rather stick to my chariot. And Daimler Motors wakakuwa ni wase wengine challenge sana. So what they did, wakamwambia sisi tutaunda gari, na akamwambia nyinyi mkiunda gari za sport, mimi nitanunua the first 30 units, but it's under one condition. Ile time huyu jamaa anaitwa Ellen alikuwa na race, alikuwa anatumia jina ya daughter yake alikuwa anaitwa Mercedes. So akaambia Daimler Motors, for me to do that, then that name must appear in the brand of this machine. So from that point, gari zikatoka kutoka kuitwa tu ni za Daimler, zikaanza kuitwa Mercedes. And that's where the story begins. But it does not end there. Huyo jamaa after World War I akakuwa suspected kama spy. So everything that he had ikakuwa taken away from him. Na by this time the daughter alikuwa na crisis na marriages, but later akadiagnoziwa na cancer and she passed on. So what happened after now Mercedes saw what has happened, walikimbilia engineer moja alikuwa anaitwa Carl Benz. Wakaingia na Carl Benz, wakamwambia Carl Benz, tunataka kufanya story na wewe, this is how we are going to do it. And that is when the name was formed to be Mercedes-Benz. But najua saizi mshapata story. What you have not gotten is the nomenclature. The nomenclature ni format ya kuname magari za Mercedes. So unapata kuna A, B, C, E na S class. So what do this all mean in total? The first model ya A, hizo ni hatchback. Hatchback ni tududu, yani zile gari ziko flat nyuma na ni short based. So hizo gari ndo Mercedes wakaziita A class. B class zinakuanga minivan za Mercedes zenye zimetengenezwa na platform ya Mercedes A class. Then from there tuna graduate to gari zinaitwa C class. C class ni kumini hii gari inatumia mafuta, but the engine is compressed. That's why we are having a C for compression. Then we move there. Sasa tunaenda a bit of luxury, hapo ndo tunapatana na kitu inaitwa executive class. The executive class hizo ndo unapata E250, E200 and so on. And then there is the pinnacle of luxury. We call it the S model, and popularly known as the Maybach. Hiyo ndo hierarchy. Basically tukianza hii kipindi, that is good enough for you to know. Tutaendelea kulearn pamoja as we move on. Every time you think of a Mercedes, the first thing that comes in your mind is elegance, style and safety. But have we talked about it? So tutaanza na grill. What we have here, the grill is quite aggressive, and I like how it looks like. They have of course placed that 3 diamond logo there to remind you who they are, about elegance. And the styling, the detailing and the finishing is top of the notch. So we have this a chrome lip for you. Then we have the honeycomb green as well. Then something that catches your eye is how blunt that nose is, and it looks spectacular. That is to tell you, hata kama washangi kitu, the truth will always be blunt. So we get closer to here where it matters, especially if you're someone who wants to be notice and you want to enjoy a drive both at night na mchana. So hii gari inakuja na LED light ni the new technology of light. So ina combine laser na LED. So this is what happened. Ukirun mchana unaweza weka hii screen irun ama normally what you would see during the day. Na ukitembea ushago wanakuambia usime ni kama gari inatumia token. But well, let's get back here. So hii LED ni ya to make sure someone notices you drive mchana and avoid any collision in any confusion. Then the detailing that comes there, and something that catches my eye is the label that is inside here that is written LED intelligent light system. So this is adaptive. Ukienda mchana saa zenye light ni mingi ama light ni kidogo, if you are on auto, the light will keep adjusting to your most favorable point. And you're not done with it. You will also realize on the hood, kuna line zina run from the far end here inakuja mpaka huku. And this is not just by accident. This is done to give the Mercedes a good touch, yani a touch of luxury. So it runs from there to the very end, and then it runs from here too as well to the very end on that side. So that gives us an awesome and aggressive look in this C180 2014. Something else quite interesting you will notice, there's also a waistline or a sideline that runs from the headlight all the way to the back. But then before we get there, there's some very beautiful side mirrors here offering you an awesome feel of the wing cars, doing amazing job. So that's the side profile. We'll come back to the tire, but if you look at it, it has also some AMG exterior appeal. So it gives you some awesome side skirts. The side skirts is these items that have been added here to make it look and also to yani gari isikae ni kama imeinuka sana. It gives it a very good side profile so that you can also see the clarity in the ground clearance. An awesome experience. These tires are awesome using alloy AMG. We are going to come back there though. Tukikuja nyuma, you also get a very good finish. Fine finish yani. Kama ngaleta kitu fine, ngaleta fine. Usilete kitu ya mchezo. So this looks awesome. If you look, these lights are just classy as it comes. And something I have not mentioned probably, and I should mention, it also comes with side sensors. And the sensors are also on the front grille. I didn't show you. They also all around the car. And tukija hapa nyuma, unarealize hii shape imeanza kukua curvy design. Before 2014, hizi gari zilikuwa mostly about edges, but they realized curves are attractive. You know what I mean? So they give it a curvy feel from the behind. And then something I also noticed is that actually this car has real double exhaust. These are real exhausts. Then they've also decorated it with the honeycomb plastic. This is not a green on this diffuser. It would have looked amazing if it was real. This also, but it also has the sensors that comes with it. And now that we already looking at the back of this car, it's wonderful na ni kitu ya maana kujua ama ni gari ya kwenda nayo ushago to get mizigo or what can fit in your trunk. So well, one of the things I noticed is that it does not open completely. So you'll probably need to struggle to place something inside. The trunk space is not quite big. So this is for maybe 2 traveler bags and all. And it has some pouches here where you can place your items. Then it gives you some more space underneath here. Some more space underneath here. Awesome stuff. Something beautiful. I don't know whether I should go inside so that you can see the capacity, but that's not it for now. Something also that's beautiful. Easy gari ya kuforce issues. Huwezi shinda ukibang mlango. It's automatic, and this is how you do it. So you just close it from there. See it? Alright. Now let's get to where the details are, and they say the devil is in the details. This car's interior has soft leather that is softer than your heart should be. Let's get to see what it has. We are inside the C180 W205 2014 model, and this is awesome. Yani gari iko na feeling fiti, ama niseme kama ule jamaa, I am feeling jolly, yani nasikia fiti, nasikia poa. Well, let's get back here yani. So The seat I am sitting on is not your usual Japan seat. Iko na a lot of adjustments that you can make to it. One is that unaweza adjust hii headrest, this one alone independently. You can also adjust where my back is resting, my backrest here, and you can also adjust mahali nimekalia. And that's not enough. You have been talking of luxurious seats. Ukisikia miguu yako inasumbuka sana, you can also extend this one as well. And let's get to it. Hizi vitu nawaambia acha niwafanyie. So we first start the car. Fantastic, okay? So now, for the safety purposes, which this show is advocating for, it's very important for you to buckle up. But hii gari si kubuckle up peke yake. Ukibuckle up si lazima uadjust safety belt. The moment umebuckle up, the belt tightens you back to the seat. And this is how it happens. This is how it works. So unavuta, unaona mpaka nimebakisha loop ingine hapa. So immediately you release, it draws you back. So it holds you to the seat firmly so that you can enjoy the drive. I have not mentioned that the steering is a sport one with some flat side here to just make sure you are enjoying your comfort. It also has a very fine leather finish, so it feels comfortable and solid enough for any drive that you're doing. I like the chrome finishing that they have done, but my idea of this console would have been to have probably a screen here, but Mercedes is just Mercedes. They also decided to have the analog clock for you, badged as well with Mercedes there. All these controls here, the controls here, you can control the screen from here and here as well. So you can go from using this one to using this one. If it's the volume of the system, which the system gives you some quality surround sound, unaweza increase now reduce hapa, and you also get a multifunctional steering. Hii steering ina control hizi vitu pia zote, and then the steering comes with some magic inaitwa paddle shifters. Sijui kama mnajua paddle shifters, but this is what paddle shifters do. Gari ikiwa manual ina mean gari iko na pedals tatu, that is brake, acceleration na iko na clutch. So hii gari ukieka manual mode, which is not like a manual mode, is like a semi-manual mode, it gives you an option of increasing the gears from the paddle shifter. So unaanza na 1, your right hand kwa hii gari ndo ina increase, unaongeza 1, 2, so that it goes faster. Then ukitaka kuzireduce, maybe unataka kuingia kwa bump, you adjust from here. Something also that needs to be mentioned is that the controls of the engine are actually on this side. Ile side inakuanga na stick ya kucontrol lights kwa gari ya Japan. Hii ina control what happens to the engine. So if you're parking, you adjust it from there. I hope you can see it, the reverse, the neutral, drive and parking clearly from it there. Then sijawambia, nimewambia mambo ya kiti, but hatuja adjust. So this is what happens. Nikitaka kuadjust hii headrest, I play with this button. So if nataka kuirudisha nyuma, kuipandisha juu, I just lift it. If nataka ishuke, naishukisha hivyo. I hope Yegon, who is our camera guy, is showing you that it goes up and then it goes down. Interesting. That's just the headrest. Let's see what happens to the backrest. So I want to pull it back to recline it. So I push it back. Aha, yani luxury top notch. Yani kama ngaleta gari fine. Yani kitu mzuri. So let's get back to our position. Slowly. Interesting. Then down here, I can actually adjust mine as well and push it forward. It pushes me forward, and then I can have it rest there. Then I can have it go back. Interestingly. Oh, wow. Then, because I would want to have more comfort to my thighs, fixed thighs save lives. So you can extend this part in the middle here that is extending, and it goes straight to comfort your legs if you're tall and you have some thick thighs. You want to be comfy when you're driving. Keep saving lives. So we take it back to where it was, and that is the comfort that comes with spinning this machine. It also gives you some awesome experience. If you're having glasses, you can place them there, and you don't have to struggle with everything. It has some downlighters here that these downlighters are to help you when you're handling things inside this car, and you don't want to keep having the light. This is like an ambience light, haikusumbui sana ukitumia hapa ndani. Then it comes with some awesome and sizable side bin there, more space in here, two cup holders. It also comes with a 12-volt charge here, and then more space even inside here. So this is big space, and something wonderful about this, it also comes with two USB ports, chargers where you can charge your phone. So this is awesome stuff. Then the glove compartment is also quite sizable, awesome stuff there. And that is how it feels. I have not told you about this console that also comes with a dashboard camera, but this one is not mounted on the dashboard. It is actually mounted on the windscreen, you see. And so long as this car is on, it keeps on recording. Wonderful. So this feels awesome. The seat is like hugging me from the back. It has a bucket seat feel, and this is wonderful. But then this car is not yours alone as the driver, so you also need to consider the guys that you're carrying. So let's get to see what's there in the back space. But I also forgot hii gari inaweza accommodate memory tatu. That means if I was to be with my significant other and maybe an older daughter or son, all of us can drive this car with three memory. Mtu mwenye ataingia hii gari wa kwanza anaweza adjust headrest, backrest na mahali anakalia, alafu isave kama memory 1, the one you're seeing here. Mtu wa pili akuje afanye the right adjustment for them, then I save kama memory 2. Mtu wa tatu afanye the same thing and I save memory 3. That means mimi nikiingia kwa hii gari si need kushinda nikivuta vitu huku chini ni adjust ndo ni feel comfy. I just need to go to my memory, click to, and it goes ahead and adjust it to my preference. More to that, the setting you're seeing here is a kuhit kiti from chini. But well, remember your balls are more important, don't overheat it. So hii ni ya kuweka joto sa zenye una feel you would want to feel some type of way. Unaongeza joto na iko na levels tatu. So that like the max of it, you can go to 2 bars and 1 bar and then it's off. So that's it for the cockpit, which looks awesome. The leather finish, the sound, speakers and everything. Let's get to see whether this car accommodates the guys that you will be carrying from the back, and whether it is comfortable as well. So Manu, let's take these guys to the back. All right, and here we are. This is awesome. So this one first gives me a downlighter. That means if I'm reading something, I can be able to do it with a lot of comfort. And this, I feel it's enough light. Something I've also not mentioned is that the windows come tinted, or it's tinted all around. Then hapa mbele inakupatia place unaweza weka document. This is an awesome space for you. So kama uko na files unaenda mkutano, you can enjoy it from that point. Then the air conditioner extends all the way to the back, so you have it right here for you. And for me, although I'm not very tall, I feel there's enough leg room for me. Then the headroom, because Mercedes has a concept of giving the roof line a bit higher to give the car aerodynamics, and while doing that they ensure that you have enough headroom for me and people taller than me. I think the only thing I have seen here is that the guy who would possibly sit at the center will not be very comfortable, but all the other guys, the 2 other guys, would be feeling fantastic as well. Interesting here that inside this car it comes with visible, it's very easy to adjust a baby car seat here na mtu huyu anapumzika back left kama boss. We mentioned about safety, and I think this is the right time for me to mention that this car comes with more than enough airbags that you would need. In short, if you were to be involved in an accident, you'll be covered by balloons, sort of safety there, right? So it has an airbag here on this frame at the back, which is also the same as this one here too. Then at the front it has 2 airbags on the frames and 2 airbags on the dashboard. Then it has an additional one that protects your knee as well. Okay, cool. You're talking about luxury and we are not yet done. This is the C180 2014 W205, and a car is not complete before we talk about what is under the hood. And under the hood, I've realized what Mercedes has done. From 2014 going on, you would have imagined a C180 would be a C model that is 1.8 liter. But I don't know what they decided to do with 200cc. What they did, if it is a C180, then it becomes a 1.6 liter. This car is a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine. Let's pop the hood like the famous saying in Fast and Furious. Let's get to see what we have. Well, did it pop? You tell me whether it happened down there on the comment section. And oh, and here we are. This is the heart of the car. This is a 4-cylinder 1.6 liter engine, and Higari, if I was to tell you, it is consuming less than an Allion ama premium yenye inaweza kuwa ni 1.8 liter, and it gives you additional features, the comfort, the luxury. For all the details, the engine, that will be the last image of this episode, utaziona hapo mwisho. And this is also to take this chance to remind you, in case you're looking for servicing or diagnosis, Mercedes Center is offering that for you, and their number is running down there on your screen, so don't forget about that. This machine comes with a keyless ignition, that is start and stop, and this is how it works. You start that car, but before you start lazima uweke mguu kwa brake. Haiwezi start kama hujaweka mguu kwa brake. So this is how you do it. You go in, you press it inside, and then you start it. Okay, and then you can stop it. But then before that, hii gari iko na feature ingine, a very interesting feature. This odometer, this clock is actually projected on your screen. I don't know whether Yegon will be able to show you that, but this screen is projected on your windscreen to give you a more comfortable feel when you're driving, so that you don't intermittently keep on checking on your clock, but it's directly ahead of you without really interfering with your vision. So this is a drive assist system that goes a long way in making it easy for you to have the right experience. It's something to note about this car. It comes with an 18-inch AMG spoke rims. This is not your normal rims zenye mnaenda kushika pale river road ukigonga bump inapasuka. The worst that could happen to this rim if you ever hit a dangerous pothole is probably kujikunja kidogo, but it still stands. That means it is safer for you to drive in these rims, which are AMG forged. And something also to note ukiingia hapa ndani ni that they tried perforating the front discs. The reason ya kuperforate ama kuweka hizi mashimo is to help in the cooling of the discs when it's unakimbia, unastop, unakimbia, unastop. So this is to allow more air to enhance the cooling system when you're going fast. But this is not happening to the back wheel disc. Hizo za nyuma hazijakuwa perforated. So this is a beautiful machine to have. To get this particular unit from Mercedes Center, you will have to part with 3.5 million, and you can call the number that is running down on your screen right now, or DM the social media handles that are running down on the screen as well. I have been your host Marvin Gakonyi, and you can check me out on all my social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook as Marvin Gakonyi. Here we go, and see you in our next episode where we'll be looking at the E250, the 2014 model. Cheers! All love.
Mobile Journalism Africa. Our stories are best told by us.